Thanks to the support as a channel member, Tyler Huffman. It's Champions League semi-final o'clock and we play 3 times winners, including just 4 years ago, Tunisian team ES Sahel. Whoever wins the other one, they're both Egyptian teams. So if we get through to the final, we've got to face an Egyptian team and we know they're quite good. But first, we need to get past these rascals. And we're doing it off the back of a defeat in the league because of good old Football Manager things. Look at that lovely form we've been in. We've not lost a league game since we played Kaiser Chiefs back in January. But of course, a couple of days before, arguably the biggest game in our history. I mean, I don't even think it's arguable. Champions League semi-final is the biggest game in our history. Of course, we lose 2-0 at home to a mid-table team. We didn't even rotate hugely. It's just Football Manager things. I mean, that's basically the team that's going to play this game. Other than Utara's not going to be in because he's still cup tied. So the best player in the Premiership, Utara, I mean, you've probably never seen him play because he can only play in the league. But regardless of all that, we've got to go and win. Sahel are only third in the Tunisian league at the moment. So we've already knocked Tunis out and beaten them comfortably in the group stage. So you would think that would make us have a pretty good chance. But then Club Africain are the current holders of the Tunisian league and they're below them. So they're quite good. That's the important thing. They're quite good. They did knock out Cape Town Spurs in the previous round as well. And this is the 11 that we are sending there. It's Rebello in goal, a back four of Asante, Deluli, Makubo and Hlothi. Sangari at the base of the midfield. Zemela and Nkosi ahead of him. Makanya on the left, Undlov on the right, Villakazi up front. Mbambo is still not fully fit. He's just picking up so many little niggling injuries. Radaby is also struggling for fitness, but of course wouldn't be starting anyway. So the only other absentee is the aforementioned Utara, who we would really, really like to be able to use in the Champions League because he's so much better than all of our other defenders. But we can't. Let's go and find out where Sahel is. Stad Olympic. I really feel like we've seen this stadium before. Well, that's the part of Tunisia that it's in. The bit on the side here. I'll level with you. I don't know that I could have picked Tunisia out on a map if given the... In fact, I thought that was Egypt on that corner there. Oh, no, okay. Now we've zoomed out a little bit. I know that's not Egypt. But I did think all of this was Morocco. I guess that's Morocco. I need to work on my African geography, clearly. But this is Tunisia. It's actually remarkably close to Italy. Goodness me, I didn't realise that it was so close to Italy. But this is where the stadium is. And why do they speak French if they're right next to Italy? I don't need to know that. There's lots of football pitches around this area. But this one looks like quite a large stadium. If we can drop our little man down, there's no blue dots or blue lines. Do they not have street view in Tunisia? Right, we've got a road there that we can drop down onto. I don't think this is the side the stadium's on. Let's try turning around. I mean, hello? By my reckoning, there should be quite a large football stadium. I mean, there's a picture of it. We can look at a photo of it. I guess it's maybe a bowl, like in Milton Keynes. I imagine that's what they modelled it on, which is why we can't see it from the road. We did see the floodlights, but it looks like it goes down into a little bowl shape. In fact, this picture looks like it was from when they were building it, so maybe it's a relatively new stadium. 2020 this picture's from, and there's lots of diggers and whatnot knocking around, and it does kind of look half-built, so maybe... The street view picture was from before the stadium. Yeah, this is from 2016. So there's the floodlights. I think a stadium did appear there. Can somebody head to Tunisia and update Google Street View? Because the fact that this is 8 years out of date really is, I mean, it's problematic for doing stuff like this. But we do know it's a 25,000 seater capacity stadium. And if we have a look to see how they got on in their Champions League group, they won it quite comfortably. I mean, if we look at all of the groups, they were the second most dominant team in their group stage, even getting more points than Al Ahly, who are the team I've been afraid of all the way through. They got 14 points in their group. The only team that got more points than them, how you doing? Let's go and beat them. Come on then, let's do a football. The team is already submitted. I love the fact that despite me spending all that money on a striker in the summer, we're going into the biggest game in our history with Kurt Villakazi up front. I thought he was going to be a little bit of a meme, one of those players that we really want to work out, but he never really did. But he's our top scorer. There's no denying the fact the man breaks the match engine, and I love him. I don't think he's going to be a player that I can take with me on the next leg of the adventure, wherever that ends up being. I'd like to bring a couple of my South African boys along and maybe go and grab a couple of my Japanese boys as well. Drag them all along to the MLS in a year or two's time. I don't think Big Kurt will be one of them. But look at him. Look at that dribble from a 6 foot. I mean, he can't cross, can he? But he's 6'4". I mean, he's not got much pace either. Really, you just have to stand him in the 6-yard box and aim at him. But he tries, bless him, and for that, we will always love him. Macanya has got a pulled thigh, and Bambo's not fully fit either, so it's not ideal to make that substitution this early. As we've said in these away legs previously, we're happy with a draw in this first leg. I am enjoying the advantage of being away from home in all of these first legs. There is Macanya getting it back into the mix. I mean, he did exactly what we asked him to do. He got it. He hit Kurt in the 6-yard box, and inexplicably, he couldn't keep his header down. I mean, that's his bread and butter. He's not going to get many better chances than that today. I mean, it was kind of looping at him. It wasn't one that he could just kind of deflect and use the pace off of the original cross, but he's a big, strong boy. He should have enough neck to be able to give that a proper wallop from there, and he just didn't. And now we've got some chaotic defending. That's another very important save from Rebello, who I don't even understand how has still not made his South African debut, despite proving himself time and time again to be a fantastic goalkeeper. What a shot stopper. That big physical presence as well. And Kossi has been absolutely skinned there, but in fact, it was Deluli, I think, has made the block there, but we're under a little bit of pressure. We had a nice little bright start, but it has been all Sahel for the last 5 or 10 minutes or so. There's Kurt Villakazi. He's so... And now Macanya is broken. Okay, we kept him on for as long as we could. We are now going to have to throw a not fully fit Mbambo back onto the pitch. I mean, if Mbambo... If this ruins his recovery from his injury, the second leg is only in a week. Assuming Macanya is now out for that, we could potentially lose Mbambo as well. And Chalk might have to play in the Champions League semi-final, which, I mean, talk of memes, he is our greatest meme player because he has absolutely no right to be as good as he consistently ends up being in the match engine. So that might be a thing that we all get to witness, which would be fun. I mean, that's a terrible ball forward. And now we're under pressure again. And Zimela, I mean, very nonchalant, does just about get away with it. And now Deluli gives it back to him. Yeah, just pass the ball forward. Right, there is Mbambo. On his way back from injury, plays it. I mean, there's some loose passing today. Sometimes that's how Football Manager represents fitness issues and potentially like confidence issues. And after talking about how well he deals with crosses, the ref might be disallowing this. He's got his finger in his ear. I mean, Rebello came for it, flapped at it, missed it completely. That's why he doesn't play for South Africa. Come on, ref. It doesn't count. There was no flapping. Look at this. Absolutely no flap here. Rebello knew what he was doing. He could see clearly that guy was offside and just decided there, I'm not going to bother going for it. He's offside. It's being disallowed. It's fine. I'm still a great goalkeeper. And that's why we love him. We could do with half time here. We are struggling a little bit. This is the test I expected it to be against one of the best teams in the competition. And the problem is, if we do manage to make it past them, we know it's only going to get harder in the final against Egyptian opposition. Kurt Villakazi's got space to run into, tries to play it into Mbambo. It falls to Mbambo. Oh, he hits the post. Oh, that was an opportunity. Would Macanya have scored? Deluli with a very clumsy tackle, but gets away with it. I mean, I'm always a little bit worried when I see a tackle from behind in the match engine, but we do get away with one there. And I mean, it's been pretty end-to-end stuff in this first half, and now we're going to get one more chance. 20 seconds left before the halftime whistle blows, and Mbambo cuts it back to Zimela, who's got loads of space, finds Nkosi, and he scores just on the stroke of half-time. It's 1-0. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, I've hurt my shoulder doing that. I didn't realise I cared that much. Oh, my word. I think this scoreline at half-time flatters us a little bit, but look at the amount of space they've given Zemela, and he just picks his man out, and then Cozzy's the extra man in there, and it's a lovely finish from him, and we do go in at half-time, 1-0 up and in control of the fixture. It looks like the other semi-final takes place, I guess this is Tuesday night, the other one takes place Wednesday night, so we're not going to be able to see what's going on in the other one, which... I mean, all eyes need to be here. We don't need to concern ourselves with what's happening in Egypt. I mean, I was going to say Egypt's far away. We're not. We're in Tunisia. We've already looked at the map. We know Egypt's not that far away from where we are. We've got all the travelling to do. We may as well stay up here if we've got to play in Egypt again in a few weeks. Or I don't know. Is it a two-legged final like it was in Japan? Or do we go to African Wembley to play the final? What country would African Wembley be in? Right, and Cossi. Loads of space for him. Plays it into Unlove and Villakazi! Oh, I think he's offside. The referee has his finger in his ear again. There he goes, look. Is it going to be... Go on, give it. I mean, it was a tidy finish from Villakazi, but unfortunately, like their guy in the first half, just not... I mean, it's very marginal. I give that as onside, and I'm as neutral as you can get in a match like this, and I would have allowed that goal, I think, if I'd have been in the VAR booth. Right, Asante plays it into Mbambo, and Mbambo's been very lively since coming on, as you would expect from him. Unlove, what a miss from him. I mean, is he Phillips in disguise? I mean, he's offside anyway, but what was that attempt at a finish? He's just kind of scuffed it up in the air. It looked like he replaced his... I mean, I'm trying to do a golf reference. I don't know the name of the club. He replaced his boot with the club you use to get the ball in the air. What's that called? A wedge? Is it a wedge? I don't play golf. Don't reference things you don't understand. Right, Unlove, having another go at it. There's no wedge there that time, is there? That is a lovely finish from Unlove, and that might be the goal that secures us our spot in the final. I mean, we've still got a second leg to play, but it's back at our place. And if we can take a 2-goal lead into the second leg at home, we've got to be feeling pretty confident. And again, they've left our player with so much space. It's some very casual defending from Sahel. I don't really understand why they're giving us so much space in their penalty area, but I'm very much enjoying it. Right, Hlothi, who is another one who is recovering from injury, is going to come off. Radaby, who is also recovering from injury, is going to come on. And Unlove, if we can grab a hold of him, will come off for Kamalo, who's going to go out onto that right-hand side and run about a bit. My record signing, who I've barely used. I mean, we use him a bit in the league, but it turns out we already had our forever striker at the club. Right, it's back with Zemela from the throw, gives it to Kamalo, who's just come on, and Cossi's there, he's scored again. Is the referee letting us have this one? I mean, he's got his hands in his ears again. It's behind my face, so you can't tell. But it doesn't look like it's even going to VAR. I think that one just counts. It's 3-0, and we are having a lovely time here in Tunisia. I mean, can we nip over to Italy on the way home and grab a delicious pizza? It looks right there. We could probably swim there. It looks so close on the map. Right, 3-0, beautiful stuff. And now just don't mess up at the other end. I mean, I think Sahel are probably going to be a little bit shell-shocked here. I don't think they were expecting us to come. I wasn't expecting us to come here and do this to them, especially the way that first half was going. It was tense stuff towards the end of the first half, and they have got a goal back, and it's a lovely finish. And that does just put the cat amongst the pigeons just a little bit. In other news, since moving back to this chair, I think I've broken the arm on my chair. So my arm keeps slipping around. Does anyone know a good chair company that I can get a new chair from? Right. I mean, I could use the chair that I literally just bought. I could use that one. Right. Mofo Keng is going to come on. We'll put Gwenya back to centre back. And hopefully not let them back into the game properly. I mean, if we could grab a fourth, that would be super duper. But really, let's just not let them score again and bring it back to South Africa and have a lovely time. This is troublesome because they've got two men in behind us here, and there is their second. And I mean, was he offside, referee? You've done us a favour already once today. I think he was offside. He was miles. Yeah, he was well behind our back line. And thankfully, we play a beautiful offside trap, clearly. I mean, how offside was he? Absolutely miles. I mean, both of them, the two of them who were involved were both at least 2 metres offside. So, I mean, I'd book them both for that. That's basically cheating. I don't know what they were thinking. Right. We'll have the full-time whistle now, please. That was a little bit of a taste of what could happen if we're not careful, but we do secure the 3-1 away victory. Let's see what's happened to Macanya. He is going to miss the second leg, so we've just got to hope that Mbambo can be fully fit for that game, because we're going to need him. Do we know what's happening in the other one? Pyramids absolutely thumping Al Ahly. I thought Al Ahly were the best team in Egypt, but I mean, they are. They're way better. I don't know what's gone on in that match, but we'll take Pyramids in the final. I mean, compared to them, we'll absolutely take Pyramids in the final. I mean, they've won the club. They've finished third in the Club World Cup 3 times, but I mean, they've won the last three Champions Leagues. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've won 6 of the last 7 Champions Leagues. If they can get knocked out in the semi-final, we'll have a bit of that, please. In other news, I am now a fully fledged professional. I've completed my Continental Pro license. This is what my attributes look like at this point. Look how far I've come. And everyone likes me. No one's got a bad opinion of me. It's beautiful. Language-wise, I'm fluent in English, Afrikaans, and Thai. I'm still fluent in Thai. I've got good Japanese, basic Arabic, and basic Sesotho. I am such a talent in so many ways. Still not very good at fitness or goalkeeping, both of which are true. So second leg then, and Mbambo isn't fully fit for it. He's only able to play 75 minutes of the match. Chalk is there on the bench ready to come on if need be. So yeah, we'll go with Mbambo, and we'll have to remember to take him off and hope we don't break him, because obviously a fully fit Mbambo, absolutely crucial looking ahead at a potential final. So let's just look after him, shall we? If we go 3-0 up on the night, he can come off. And Vilakazi, very nearly, after less than 4 minutes, the corner comes in from Unlove, and he's got basically a free header in the 6-yard box. It's another big chance for him that he's not quite able to keep down under the crossbar. If anything, because of how tall he is, I think the goals should be made a little bit bigger. Because if he just heads the ball straight, if he jumps and heads the ball straight, it goes over. He has to get up above the ball and head it down. If anything, his height is a disadvantage in situations like that. And narrow misses should count as goals for him. Right, Kurt does play it out to Unlove. I mean, there's no way he's making it into the penalty area to get on the other end of it. But with Nkosi in the goal-scoring form he's in, apparently he doesn't need to. I don't know why Unlove was running along clapping his hands there either. He might have got there a little bit quicker if he'd have pumped his arms rather than running along like this. What's he doing? Silly goose. Right, it's another corner. Unlove into that near post where Deluli is, and now he can't head it down. Couple of early chances gone begging from corners. Big chance. I mean, you can see from the XG just how. I mean, they were both free headers. They're the chances we've had basically, and at least one of them should have gone in. That's what XG means. We should have scored at least 1.28 goals by now. But the important thing is Sahel haven't done anything. We don't need to win on the night. We just need to not lose. I mean, we can even lose 1-0. It'll be tense if we do. But we just need to win on aggregate. That's how two-legged fixtures work. Sahel, early in this second half, cross comes in. It's dealt with comfortably by Clothy. And now Unlove's got the chance for a counter-attack. Just skin him. Skin him. That's it. Go past him. I mean, that's not the pass to play to Kurt. Run down the line yourself and then cross to him. Don't try and play a little through ball in for him to chase onto. He isn't getting there. Oh, yeah, we have got some silly boys amongst us. Right, Clothy. Remember to take Mbambo off in a few minutes, Kev. And Kossi, he's now trying to play it into a channel for Kurt. Again, do they know who's playing centre forward today? Because they're not playing to his strengths currently. And that's that. I mean, I was going to say it's a big miss. He had no right to score from there, but it was a stressful moment. I got a little bit twitchy in my sensitive areas when I saw him bearing down on goal. Right, Zemela with a long throw finds Deluli, and it's back with Deluli again. We've seen him score from there before. He decides not to even attempt it today, though, the coward. And now Makubo back to Deluli again. Deluli to Sangari. Little ball over the top from Mbambo. Might be his final touch. And Mbambo, I mean, he can come off now. That's why you need that man fully fit, because he's got that little touch of class about him. We've got some good players, but he, I think, is our best player. When he is on form and when he's fit, and he has struggled for fitness this year, but that was Thierry Henry-esque. Right, I'm taking him off. He's done his bit. He's done his goal. We're 4-1 up on the night. and Bambo can go and rest. Chalk can come on and get half an hour, which he's definitely earned with some of his performances in, I mean, not even in other competitions, in this competition earlier in the season, when we played some of the weaker opposition, especially in the qualifying rounds. Chalk was having a lovely time. So, yeah, he can come on and get some minutes. I'm going to take off Villakazi as well and give Kamalo a 20-minute run out, because, I mean, he at least will be able to do those runs in behind. And Asante's going to come off for Radaby because, again, we're trying to get match fitness back into Radaby, because we're going to need all of these boys in the run-in. We're going to need to be able to rotate. We're still trying to win the Premiership, and it's looking a lot like, with 15 minutes to go, we've got a Champions League final in our future as well. So we're going to need to make full use of the squad. We want everybody fit and everybody match fit. Daluli forward to Sangari, who I got a little bit of heat for Sangari when he came in the transfer window. He's been such an important player because we didn't have anyone to just sit there in front of the back four. He's not spectacular, but he's so tidy and just keeps things ticking along, protects the back four. He's always an option for a pass for the defenders to find. He's just a very, very useful, tidy, efficient footballer. He's exactly what we needed in that position. And there's a cross, and there's Chalk. And the man's absurd. 10 goals this season for Vusi Chalk. He's like our fourth choice in that position. But every time we play him, he scores. How do we get him in the team more often? We can't drop Mbambo. We can't drop Makanya or Unlove or Kamalo or Villakazi. He's so far down the pecking order that he cannot stop scoring. I love him. Right, let's have another one. Zimaila with a bit of a unusual attempt at a free kick. He's just setting himself up. Oh, if he'd have scored from that, it would have been the greatest free kick in history. Right, Unlove can come off now. Bafana Phillips getting an opportunity out on the wing. And we'll also take off Clothy, who's another one who is recovering from recent injury. It's not ideal playing Phillips out wide. I mean, we could. Kamalo can actually play there, so we could play Phillips up front, which, I mean, is even further from ideal. Imagine if Bafana Phillips scored a goal. It would be remarkable. And we're going to give him the opportunity to. Chalk wins it back. There is Phillips. Chalk charging forward again. Just square it. I mean, he could have found Phillips there if he'd have tried. Radaby finds Nkosi and Kamalo. I mean, if Phillips had been out on the wing, that would have fallen to him. As it is, Kamalo grabs his goal. It's 3-0 on the night. It's 6-1 on aggregate. This route to the final has been easy peasy. We just need to see what's happened in the other semi-final, but it looks like it's going to be us against Pyramids, and that's delicious. Have Pyramids won the Champions League before? Is this a potential guaranteed first-time winner? I didn't notice them on my list of previous winners when I was looking at it before, but I mean, they could have won it like 30 years ago. I don't know. My accuracy with the history of the African Champions League is roughly on an equivalent level to my knowledge of African geography. So I haven't got a clue. They might have won it more times than anybody else in history. They might be African Real Madrid for all I know. Right, Zimaila plays it out to Gwenya. And now Kamalo looking for Zimaila again and can't find him. I think the Olays are going around the ground now. They've got in behind. I mean, that's very flat defending from us. I don't think it matters. And I think they're cheating again. They're offside again. Book them for it. If they're going to be that far offside, send them. Okay, he's onside this time. All right. Doesn't matter. We're still 6-2 up. If they score again here, it'll get tense, but not really tense, because they're not going to score a gazillion goals, are they? And now Phillips releases Chalk, and we've got 2-on-1 here. Kamalo should have kept his run going. Vusi Chalk's going to have to do it all on his own, and on this occasion, he can't. And it remains 3-1, and inexplicably, another highlight. Just wrap things up, ref. We're all ready to go home. Right, and Kosi tries to find Kamalo, but can't find him. And it's back with the Sahel keeper again, who lumps it forward. Daluli's going to deal with them all day long, and it's back with Chalk on the left-hand side, who once again running at defenders, and Kozi's got space again. It's been the theme of both legs of this semi-final, just giving us all the space we need. They don't seem to play with it for any defenders. They certainly don't try and defend with them. Radaby now on the left-hand side. have we got a cherry to pop on top of this delicious cake? It's Bafana Phillips! It's the most absurd thing in Champions League history! It's her first goal of the season for our striker, Bafana Phillips. And, I mean, that's just embarrassing for Sahel. They should not be letting that happen under any circumstances. Phillips was a striker all along. What a player. Oh, we're into the Champions League final, boys and girls. Now, I know I said finals and transfer windows would be live streams, but a couple of things. A few of you have moaned, and I do read the comments and I do pay attention. I'm not abandoning the live streams. However, this weekend is London Comic Con weekend, so I'm not going to be about to do the live stream. So on this occasion, the Champions League final will be a video. That being said, if we win it, Bank Holiday Monday, in a couple of days' time, we might do a live stream job hunt. So we'll see how it pans out. But it is Pyramids that we face in the final. How did they get there? Oh, can we? I mean, they've comfortably dealt with Al Ali there. Have they ever won the Champions League before? No. So it is guaranteed first-time winners of the Champions League. How very exciting. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much to these handsome heroes for supporting me on Patreon. And thank you very much for watching.